Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, guys, to another day of chaos. Oh, jeez. How's it going? How's it going, guys? Good morning. G-Dog in the house. Good morning. Coffee is great for action. Yes, coffee is great for action. Now on my third or fourth coffee of the year. Yes, coffee is great. I definitely need it this morning. I'm so tired. Go time. How's it going? Good morning, everyone. Happy. Shout out from Tampa, Florida. Holy crap, man. I just was there. I was just down in Florida not too long ago. Brandon White also, yes. Good morning from Tennessee, Jackson, Tennessee. Good morning, Chaos Crew. Good morning, Crypto JPEG, Wakey, Otaku, and Bakey. Beast Mode. How's it going? Good morning, Beast Mode. Tell me about Linnea, Otaku. Linnea, it's been a while since we actually talked about Linnea. Didn't the Swift system choose Linnea over XRP? Isn't that the whole thing? You asked me about why has Linnea been chosen for settlement over XRP? Probably scalability, probably. And less noise. There's so much noise on XRP now. What the hell are they doing? Easy also, good morning, Coffee. Coffee. Yes, good morning, Coffee. Another day, another like says, did not you. It's not you, but who? What? Is that yeah. I think it changed back to the ats now on YouTube, Google. Another coffee, another like, and another like. Thank you so much, guys, for the likes. All you have to do is hit the button down below. There's little buttons down below. I appreciate it. And thank you, Otaku. No problem, Brandon. Whatever I can do, man. Whatever gets you going in the morning. All right, guys, let's get this show going on the road. This morning, Bitcoin sitting at 70,600. Do I have to win again? Damn it! I'm so tired of this shit. You may even get tired of I am. Please, can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore, guys. I want to be wrong. It's going on too far. Call for baseline bear last night, and we ended up, of course, right on top of our baseline target. Who knew? We knew. Somehow we knew, because we do chaos magic every single night. If you guys haven't seen the evening live streams, they are a doozy. And of course, we predict where Bitcoin's going to go with 97% accuracy almost every single freaking night. It's got to be closer to 98, 99 now. I'm tired of winning, guys. I'm tired of it. All right, let's get back to it. Doomberg this morning, talking about the Strait of Hormuz, and that's, of course, the only thing everyone's really talking about. It's Bitcoin recovers to 70K, and that's just another day. Here we go.
So we are waiting for a solution. In the meantime, we are ensuring that all seafarers, all ships are being looked after, waiting for what can be done. But there is not a direct replacement.
But you have, dozens of ships, thousands of seafarers that you're managing here. When you hear President Trump say, our Navy will escort you through, do you call the administration and say, okay, we've got a couple candidates here, send us the naval ships and escort us through? Or do you say, not right now, because these lives are on my hands?
So we discuss with all authorities, and we advise our clients at a minute's notice.
But it's not happening, to be clear. It's not happening right now. You're not teaming up with naval ships to go through the strait.
There is no defined structure for doing that. But
so yeah, no insurance policy. Okay, gotcha. So that's what they're still talking about over there on Doomberg this morning. We do have about 4 or 5 minutes. So let's see what else is going on with the headlines. Stock market braces for another impact. At the pump, surging oil prices could wipe out benefits from the big beautiful bill as oil prices are rising. I think it came down like 10% though, I believe, since yesterday. We came down from like the average $100 from yesterday. Crazy, I know. Back down to 90 per barrel. Iran war. Hegseth says Tuesday will be our most intense day of strikes. Apparently. Defense Secretary Pete says today will be our most intense day for strikes inside Iran. Iran stands alone, and they are badly losing on day 10 of Operation Epic Fury. Hegseth said at a press conference at the Pentagon this morning. I think Tiny Mouse sent me a message this morning, said they had this PR event that was before I woke up. Oh, Jesus. So I missed out. Hegseth, aggressive and confident comments echoed most those made a day earlier by President Donald Trump to reporters at his Miami area golf club. If Iran does anything that stops the flow of oil within the Strait of Hormuz, they will be hit by the United States of America 20 times harder. 20 times harder than they have been in the past. Hit so far. Trump wrote on Truth Social post on Monday. So that's the skinny we have right now on the ongoing war, of course, in Iran. Surging oil prices could wipe out the benefits of Trump's big, beautiful bill. Raymond James estimates that the consumers pay higher gas prices could lead totally to exactly what they set to gain with the tax changes under the President Donald Trump's big, beautiful bill. The stimulus was expected to boost the U.S. economy and markets in 2026. While the consumers may not get as much of a boost as they expected, there's still confidence that the U.S. economy and markets can manage higher oil prices. I mean, that's been the talks, right? Wall Street's been trying to kind of downplay this a little bit by saying that this war won't really affect the American market as much. But I don't know. We were going back and forth with our market analyst Ben on the Patreon, and he says it's pretty much hogwash. And a lot of the Patreon is still very, very, very not convinced that this is going to not affect America in a bigger way when it comes to our equities and stocks. Let's take a look. What else will we have here? Spirit Airlines will recall furloughed pilots to combat attrition to career eyes, bankruptcy exit. What the hell kind of headline is that, guys? How the Iran war and rising energy prices are threatening semiconductor demand. FDA approves Luvacorvin. Oh, there's another drug for rare genetic disorder after touting it as an autism treatment. Jeez. Here are today's biggest analyst calls. Video, Apple. Let's see the same usual headline nonsense. We got about a minute to get over there. Stock futures decline. Oil rises back above $90. Oil prices hovering around 90 a barrel and volatile trading following Monday's spike. Trump renews a threat of friendly takeover of Cuba. Here we go. I was just asking the guys last night on the Patreon Live, when are we going to get back to the narrative of Cuba? It looks like we are this morning. As of an hour ago, President Donald Trump reiterated that he's warning the U.S. could carry out a friendly takeover of Cuba. This is the third or fourth time he's mentioned this. His comments come shortly after he suggested his administration could set the sights on Havana once the military operations against Iran have ended. And then beset by a string of blackouts and a worsening fuel shortage, Cuba's government has recently adopted rationing measures to protect essential services. So it looks like they're primed for a peaceful takeover right now, according to Trump. What the hell, man? All right, guys, let's get back over to Doomberg this morning and see what else is going on at the market open.
Question at $70.
Should be here in about right on time, 30-40 seconds. How's the chat doing? Thank you, Otaku. No problem. John Doe says 5,000 targets hit in Iran. Iran. Joyce, happy Joy. How you doing this morning? Good morning, Chaos Crew. Good morning, Joy. Good morning. Bitcoin's at 70K. I don't think you guys are happy enough. I don't think you guys are happy enough.
I don't think you're happy enough. I'll teach you to be happy. I'll teach your grandmother to suck eggs.
All right, guys. Good morning. Happy Joy. We love you, Joy. And the countdown to the market open is here. 20 seconds to go. Here we go, guys.
Back and forth. They're relatively little changed as we head to the open of the trade. S&P futures down 0.1%. NASDAQ futures completely unched here, and the small caps are down. Telephone is ringing the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange. It's got to be one of the oldest traded issues there. 150 years, you can see, of connecting. I guess that's part of the reason that they're listing, and their ticker is simply T. Down at the NASDAQ, it's a BTC ringing the opening bell. And I was looking at the 5-year, as I tend to do performance over the last 5 years. Telephone is up 65%, which obviously underperforms the S&P, and SSSS is down by a fifth.
That's like the thing I get on my ticket when I have to get
Wait, the
extra
SS?
by security.
Oh, yeah.
All those S's on there. It's not the greatest of tickers.
But you don't get busted.
No, never.
Right? You're good at
Why?
hiding things.
You say that like there's a reason for me to be busted. There is absolutely no reason for me to be busted. Let me show you what these markets are doing. We have some very tepid moves on our hands. Amazon, a monster bond offering, $40 billion plus, perhaps, of a high-grade bond offering. It's going to be in 11 parts, and it's going to help fund its AI work. That's why you see some weakness coming from the Treasury market this morning. TSMC, those shares turned weaker at the open, even though sales jumped 22% in February with strong AI demand. After the bell, it's going to all be about Oracle. Shares are up 1.1%. Again, they have their earnings. A lot of the focus is going to be on spending risks, Matt.
All right, I'm watching the big numbers as we head into the trade right now. The S&P 500 unchanged, really, but Brent is where I've got my eye trained, down 8%. And if you look at WTI, you're looking at a similar number here. It's down 7% at 87.86. So the oils come down bigly after President Trump says this war will be over very soon. The market buys it. And the 10-year yield unchanged at 4.11. So it's come down substantially, even though it's up 1 or 2 basis points right now. Joining us now is Citi's head of U.S. equity trading, Stuart Kaiser.
Nice.
Citi, I got to ask why? Why does the market believe it? President Trump says one time this is going to be over very soon. We just got into a war with Iran. I mean, the Strait of Hormuz is closed right now. Refineries are shutting down all over the Middle East because they're getting hit by missile launches and drone attacks. Is this really something we can back out of very soon as the IRGC remains in control and the Ayatollah's son is appointed supreme leader?
It doesn't look like something we can get out of that quickly, but the market remembers back in last April, and when Trump said it was time to buy stocks, it was time to buy stocks. So I think you probably saw some people just with that gut reaction. And the second thing is, if you believe this is a 2 to 4 week event and the G7 is releasing reserves, et cetera, you sort of can maybe smooth out the impact on oil for that short period of time until which you get kind of some resolution and things to reopen, as your previous guest was discussing.
Even though we're saying, okay, markets are reacting, I'm looking at an unched S&P 500. Yesterday it was only up 0.8%. The biggest
It was
daily...
up. Yesterday it was up.
Yeah, but not even 1%. The biggest decline.
It's just insane. I mean, we had oil going to $120 a barrel.
I don't know. S&P 500 looking like it wants to roll over still.
Come on, Matt. Even you have to admit, directionally, it's interesting. But the moves themselves have been extremely contained. What do you make of that?
Well, I think that's right. Well, and look, when oil was at 120, the S&P futures were down about 2.5%. So you did see a bigger reaction when that happened. But I think exactly what you're talking about is the key here. You have the magnitude of the moves, but then you have the relative performance, right? So the moves have been relatively small. But if you look at what the market's done, it's punished positioning and it's punished the parts of the market that it thinks are most negatively exposed to higher shipping and higher energy input costs. On the positioning side, you've seen gold down. You've seen Korea and those AI bottleneck and memory stocks down. You've seen software getting short covered, right? On the relative impact, what do you have? You have Japan underperforming, you have Europe underperforming, you have EM underperforming, you have banks, materials, consumer durables underperforming. So the market, you could argue about the magnitude, but the market is clearly focusing in on the parts of the market it sees most negatively exposed to these impacts and is punishing them on a relative basis.
Yeah, hyper-focused. I mean, just a day after we got the biggest swings we've ever had in crude oil, which I think we'd all agree is relatively important to the functioning of the economy. Amazon is announcing a $40 billion bond sale. I mean, outside of, I guess, the crude patch, everything's cool, right?
You know, it seems to be that payrolls number on Friday, I think we were kind of lucky that got reported at a time when people are focused on Iran, because to your point, the underlying fundamentals of the market have been pretty good. You know, GDP was tracking in the 3s. It's now down to 2. Unemployment rate 4.3%. Earnings, albeit very volatile, were actually quite strong. So fundamentally, people wanted to be in this market. And I think that that's why it's been kind of resilient. Obviously, now you have this kind of huge event risk pricing that the market needs to deal with. And I think if you're an equity investor, you've had had a short-term risk shock from the front of the oil curve rising. And the question now is, does this persist long enough that I need to start pricing higher inflation or even negative growth shock into the market? And if the G7 releasing reserves can flatten that out a bit, it actually does trim off some tail risks.
By the way, so I was talking with Bruce Richards last week at Bloomberg Invest, and he said...
All right, I'm over it. Let's take a look and see what Jim Cramer's talking about with Jim Cramer and friends. Stocks holding steady this
a great story, whether it's great or not, because that's them.
The other element out of JP Morgan yesterday, Jim, was a lot of the build-out, they argue, is transitioning toward inference and agents versus training. And to do that, they argue, you got to be closer to user data and fiber hubs, which means maybe less putting data centers in the middle of nowhere and closer to urban areas.
There's a lot of stuff. Michael Sembos did a lot of things about where the energy, where the costs are too high, where it's not that good in this area in the Northeast, maybe not so good. But I would tell you that when you look at what's going on in the data center, you keep coming back to CoreWeave and hoping that CoreWeave is doing well, because CoreWeave is regarded as the bellwether. I think CoreWeave is tough. It's a tough story.
Yeah.
Tough story to love.
Tech and comm services, the only two sectors that are green at the open. We did get HPE, which wasn't all bad.
No, that wasn't. Well, they started. Memo to Mr. Muri, whom I like very much.
All right. Let's finish up and see what else is going on in the headlines today. Bitcoin did lose a little bit of steam this morning, have a little bit of a pullback after reaching 71,100. That's right, 70,100. We called it, of course, last night on the channel. If you guys didn't check this out, of course, I'm tired of winning. Having a little bit of weakness at the market open after, of course, basically landing right on top of our baseline target from last night. Coming back to 69K, more than likely to retrace there for a little bit this morning. 69.8, 69.6, about to get retested right now on the live. Let's take a look and see what the order books are doing for Bitcoin overall sentiment this morning as well. Right now, we're seeing, of course, the sell-off on the order books. Again, guys, catch this for free. Get this for free over on Kimba, from Kimba, the White Snowland on YouTube. Don't pay for what you get for free, right? Don't do it. What
are you, stupid?
Also, don't forget to hit the buttons down below as well. Don't forget to support me. 69,900 right now on Bitcoin. Again, about ready to retrace the area I showed you guys yesterday. Having just a little bit too much to defeat 71,500 last night. We did, of course, take another chunk out of the market sales yesterday, but not quite high enough. We really got to get higher than 74K. So we haven't even touched 75,000 yet. That's going to be a hard area to really recover. But other than that, the order books are sitting in pretty much green below us. Very heightened level, of course, to keep as support. The markets are still in the bulls' favor by about $1 billion or so in the overall trading volume. Any other areas we've added here? We've pretty much filled in the gap now between 60,000 and 55. That's all pretty much there. There's a little bit of a glimmer right there, a sliver, this morning, but it's pretty much, getting pretty cloudy now. 60,000 is going to be the place for us to come back and retreat if we do see any sort of fear in the markets. 65 first. I'm just not seeing anything else I'm getting too excited about. Maybe this up here, this patch up here this week has really started to see some more action. You can see all this buying shorts being acquired right around 85,000. Of course, sending us a little bit higher possibly in the next month or so. That's kind of our target for the end of this month, the beginning of next month. More than likely, the beginning of next month is going to be the $80,000 range. If we continue to just build this higher and higher support, again, it's going to do something like this and then build up another leg and another leg. Of course, 2 weeks later, we'll be up there. And hopefully, 2 to 4 weeks in the 80,000s. Other than that, retreat back down to 69.6 is pretty much likely. It's probably happening right now as we speak. Let's go back over here. 69.9, 69.8 still being retested right now. If we lose 69.8, it's going to go back down to 69.6. All right, what else is happening in the overall markets? How they open up this morning? Stock market ended up opening up yesterday in extreme fear. Are we back to extreme fear again for the stock market? No, not quite, not quite. Yesterday, the low we saw was 23, I believe, in extreme fear. Now we're back to 28, still holding, yeah, just the traditional level of fear. Again, the stock market was neutral for weeks up until now. We're also looking at the overall crypto fear and greed. Crypto fear and greed right now on the index sitting at 13. That's not too bad. Up 5 points from yesterday, with Bitcoin sitting hovering around 70K. Looking at the Dixie this morning, 98.64. A little bit more weakness. I like it. I like it. A little bit more down on the day so far. Down on the 5-day. Let's continue this trend. Down on the month. Not quite. Not quite. We're still way overbought on the Dixie on the month. Obviously, there's still the war effort going on. A lot of fear, of course, sending the Dixie a little bit higher. Also with America beating its drums. So that's what's going on with the Dixie this morning. 98.63. Down from the high last week of 99.5, 99.6 on the Dixie. Doing the same thing over here with crypto. What else do we got going on the day? How's the day going? Looks like everything's in the green so far in the top 100. Almost printing 1%. Top 2, 1.2% right now on average. Any big takeaways? We got midnight. Midnight's actually moved a little bit to the downside. Looks like it's down to almost 7% this morning, with meme core also as well. Top movers to the downside. Top movers to the upside. We got Pippin again getting a little bit more of steam this morning, 8% up. And those are big movers on the day. Looking at the weekly for opportunities that are down at least 15 to 20%. Pippin's still down. It's down 27%. I think the most it was down yesterday on the week was about 40%. So it's come up a little bit, almost 10 full percent or more. Looking at the week, the monthly for opportunities that are oversold right now, 30-40%. Do you see any? No, I don't see any.
What are you, stupid?
Hopefully you guys got some positions rolling in here, man, because there's not a damn thing here. Nothing to buy. There's no blood, man. There's no blood anymore on the monthly. Looking at the top 200, I'm doing the same thing as well over here. The biggest movers today, BSV. Really? Who the hell's buying BSV right now? Bitcoin pumping. Also, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision pumping. Been a while since we even mentioned Satoshi Vision. Up 15% on the day. The biggest mover today. On the weekly, yeah, we're looking for 20s and 15s and 20s. We got River, we got Venice, we got Lighter, we got Dog with Hat just barely meeting in that criteria, and that is all. That is all. Those are your top movers to the downside here on the weekly. Anything else on the monthly? Look at the 30s, 40s. Lighter, IP is only down 40% now on the month. This thing has been oversold to hell and back. Finding a little bit of a round bottom here. Hopefully this is the end of the pain for this project, as we've seen now a new low of 77 cents for IP. I think it's back to 80 cents last time I checked. And just barely, 79.2 on yes, IP. Optimism still down 37%. Nothing really new has changed there, and that's it. So your picks right now are Lighter, IP, Golem, or Optimism. Those are your only options right now if you're looking for opportunities right now in the top 100 on the monthly. Guys, and I'm still calling IP as my #1 pick. Right now on the top 100. I don't know, guys. There's just nothing here to buy. Nothing here. If you go out to the 3-month, there's still a little bit more weakness. Yeah, really got to search now for it. IP is the still most oversold, even on the monthly, the 3-month. Where's Solana? Where's Sui? Where's all the things I can't find? Solana right now. Solana's still down 38% on the 3-month. We got Chainlink still down 38% on the 3-month. It's not enough blood, man. I want to see 50 on the 3-month. 42% is Sui on the 3-month here. Aptos down 47% on the 3-month. And Ondo, my God, forgot about Ondo. Ondo's down almost 50% on the 3-month. There's still not enough pain, man. You got to go that far out. There's not enough pain. We're already going back to December prices. I mean, this is ridiculous. Ridiculous. All right. So anyway, guys, not too much here to look at to buy. Maybe looking at the top 300 for maybe some inspiration. Let's double check the the 1 month on the top 300 real quick. Xano down 37%. MYX Finance down 97%. Gwei is now in the top 300, up 77%, still holding the gains from when we got in on our move on the Patreon. Guys, speaking of which, if you haven't already joined the Patreon, I don't know what to do. I don't know what the hell to help you. But if you're on the Patreon, it's only $15 a month, and of course we can help you over there. Of course, achieve greatness with some of our picks we've been highlighting almost every single day. We're finding more and more opportunities in the market while we are down. And it's actually not too bad right now. Everything's coming up a little bit, but you could also be looking at some swings to make you some money on the short term. Last 2 weeks, we've had a bunch of coins play out. We had Seeker, we had Aztec, we had Gwei, we had Robo. 50 to 70% on average on most of these projects, guys. So don't forget to give yourself, of course, a little bit of a hand. And join the Chaos Crew, a great fun community of like-minded individuals to help you get through this time period. All right. So Bitcoin still hovering around 70K. It's still wicking the bottom of this area right around 69,800. 69,800. Yeah, nothing's really changed. Call it like I see it. This is still doing the thing. All right. Let's get back to it. Yeah, also, don't forget, it's less than a price of Tito's. Less than a bottle of Tito's. Less than a bottle of anything, pretty much, on the cheap side. Oh, nothing's really cheap anymore, though. I don't know. Less than a Jack Daniels? Less than a bottle of Jack Daniels? God. All right, let's see. What else we have here? Going back to Doomberg this morning. We have about 10 minutes until we get into crypto news, pretty much, on the channel. Looks like the Delta Airlines. We're talking about the airlines right now. CNBC, what are we talking about? Crude prices are sharply lower. Look at that, down to $87 now. Jeez, it's coming down quick.
I think it's going to be good.
And Ulta. And Jim Lennar.
Ulta's going to be great, I think. I really do. I think Ulta's going to be great.
You do?
Yeah, well, because when I was talking to Richard Dixon, who's the CEO of Gap, I mean, they want to move very aggressively into exactly the Ulta world, because Ulta makes...
Jim Cramer likes those makeup stocks, I guess.
What are you, stupid?
I don't know, man. He's losing in his old age. Okay, let's continue on. I guess we'll take a look at overall market cap right now, crypto. Right now, this morning, sitting at 2.4 trillion. Not too bad from recovering from the low of 2.3 from this week so far. That hasn't been too bad this week. Lowest we've seen so far is 2.3, 2.28 on crypto. Recovering from last week's retest down to 2.2 or 2.19, the lowest again we've seen since 2.5 event on total market cap. Anything else happening? BNB, of course, ahead of XRP. Cardano held number 10. Yada yada. You know how it goes. All right, guys. Looks like we're gonna probably rip into crypto a little early. Yeah, we're about 10 minutes early. Screw it. Let's go. Jumping over there to CoinDesk first. Let's see what CoinDesk has got for us. Bitcoin climbs to 71K as the dollar oil weakened after Trump comments on the Iran war. This one came out 3 hours ago. Sounds like something we probably covered yesterday, but we did get comments this morning. Crypto and risk assets rally as the dollar retreats, following comments from Donald Trump suggesting that the conflict in Iran may end soon. But he said not by the end of the week, though. Yeah, that's the only big takeaway we got from today. While Bitcoin still faces a broader downtrend. Really? a broader downtrend? I don't know. Who writes this crap, man? Bitcoin gained a 3.79% since the midnight UTC, while Ethereum reclaimed the $2,000 level as the broader crypto market moved higher. The dollar index fell to 98.5 after Trump said the Iran war could end very soon, helping lift crypto, equities, and precious metals while oil pulled back. Despite the rally, Bitcoin remains in a broader downtrend dating back to early October and would need to climb towards 90K with stronger support levels to reverse the pattern. Damn, they're calling for that Is Bitcoin still cheap territory? That's what they are hoping to reverse the pattern. That's what they're calling for. Right now we're still and Bitcoin is dead. It is dead, sir. Dead. Everyone's still calling for lower prices. Even worse than Bitcoin's dead territory. Prices that don't exist, my friends. Prices that like 40K. This is ridiculous. All right, for us to get back to the $100,000 level and put us back into the buy zone. Not even, my God, not even an accumulation. Not even accumulation. But right now, today's prices would have to get up to $142,000 for us to get back to accumulation style prices, according to the original Bitcoin rainbow price chart, which I still love because it shows we've been basically in a bear market since 2022. Love it, love it. All right, what else do we have? Any direct quotes from Trump we can get into, and then if not, look into another one. They mentioned Hyperliquid here. I don't think we have any direct quotes, but we do have positions for derivatives. Okay, I'm not feeling any of this. All right, moving on. What else do we have? Anthropic is suing the U.S. government for allegedly. Oh, you know who else is suing the U.S. government? Nintendo. They said their Switch launch was affected by the tariffs, negatively affected, and they're also calling for they want interest too. Anthropic is suing the U.S. government for allegedly blacklisting its AI. The maker of Claude filed suit against the multiple federal agencies, arguing it was shut out of the government procurement without legal processes required to ban a vendor. All right, so that's what's going on with Anthropic. What else we got? Slumping strategy and Strive started with buy ratings at B. Riley. If you guys are sleeping under a rock, of course, Michael Saylor's company just purchased another almost 20,000 Bitcoin this week, 18,000 coins. That was, of course, yesterday's news. Hyperliquid's next upgrade to let seasoned traders take bigger bets. Yeah, looks like they're getting into everyone else's betting markets, right? Bitcoin claims 71K as the dollar oil weakens. Yeah, nothing really is grabbing me this morning. Pudgy Penguins, of course, launches this Club Penguin moment, I think it was Pudgy Penguin World or something like that. We covered that last night as well. Bhutan sells 42.5 million of Bitcoin in 2026 as national stack. I guess we can take a look at that. National stack drops 58% from peak. The Himalayan Kingdom moved another 175 Bitcoin on Monday, continuing a drawdown that has taken holdings from a peak roughly at 13,000 Bitcoin to under 5,000 in just over a year. Damn, right now? Why are you selling right now? What the hell?
What are you, stupid?
That's ridiculous. Looks like they're gonna end up being like Germany. Have fun staying poor, right? The royal government of Bhutan moved 175 Bitcoin worth $11.8 million late on Monday. According to Arkham Intelligence data, moving assets to the same BC1Q wallet address that received 184 Bitcoin worth 14 million in February suggests that a consistent OTC, over-the-counter, or treasury management counterpart. Oh, I see what they're doing there. All right. I didn't know that they were into that over there in Bhutan. So they're alleging that they're involved in over-the-counter Bitcoin transactions over there. We were just asked about that the other night. How many Bitcoin are remaining on over-the-counter? Well, we just had a lot of OGs selling last year to over-the-counter. We even had, I think, a large portion of that end up at Galaxy Digital, because they've been facilitating over-the-counter trades for I don't know how many years, 3 or 4 years probably. But over-the-counter Bitcoin, how much is estimated to remain in this year? Last year we were I think down to like 140,000 Bitcoin on the over-the-counter. Let's see, with that peak I think we were up to like 180. Beginning of this year, I don't know. Looks like we're, oh my god, over-the-counter drugs. I forgot to put Bitcoin.
Stupid!
I need another coffee. All right. Let's see. Estimation right now. Whoa. Okay. 115. So it's not too bad. We are chunking down. The over-the-counter, currently the balance of the over-the-counter desk is sitting around 115,000, down from 486,000 over the past few years. That's probably a 3-year estimate. I don't remember seeing 486,000 in the last 2 years. All right, so 115,000 is still the lowest I've ever seen estimated on the over-counter of sales of Bitcoin remaining to be done. All right. Moving on. And again, that comes off of a special day. Yesterday, of course, being the 20 millionth coin being mined yesterday. All right, let's go back over to TradFi News. Catch up with you guys in the chat. How you doing? How you guys feeling? They're still talking about Oracle on Doomberg. Let's get back into the chat real quick. How you guys feeling? How's the overall sentiment? I asked my Patreon community last night about that, and everyone was feeling bearish or they didn't know. So, just a quick little update from the Patreon live from last night. Yeah, starting a poll right now. Oh my God, we spent, probably 2 or 3 hours talking about all the coins that we're looking at getting into, and of course the positions that are available right now for you. Let's take a look and see how is the overall sentiment. How are you feeling today? Feeling. Bullish, bearish, same thing I did last night. Bullish, bearish, and of course, I don't know. How about squeamish? Yeah, squeamish. IDK. Yeah, let me know in the poll down below. Yes. How's the chat doing? Bro, please someone explain to me how the U.S. is worried about oil. Like, we literally smushed everything and everyone to get it all. And, like, what are these people even talking about? Obviously, it's going to affect the entire world and products, right, coming out of the rest of the world and manufacturing. We buy everything from everywhere else, that sort of thing, right? Everything's going to go up a little bit, of course, if the rest of the world is suffering with oil prices, regardless if we are or not, because we don't manufacture anything. And everything, of course, contains petroleum to some extent, right? Oils, yeah. But other than that, yeah, I'm kind of with you as well. I mean, we just took like 80 million, right? Some ridiculous number of barrels from Venezuela not too long ago. We've already kind of prevented that amount of transacting from Venezuela to other nations. And yeah, we're of course ready to go in there. This week we should have the investors. I'm not sure if we got the headlines on that too. I can probably take a look at that. Okay, when are investors looking to, or not looking, going to Venezuela in March? Should be happening soon, within the next 5 to 7 days. Exclusive, investors headed to post-Maduro Venezuela in March. This one came out 3 days ago. It's pretty up to date. We have a date. Do we have a date? We have no date. I hate they always put it at the very bottom. March 22nd. In addition, Signum is organizing a 2-day conference from March 22nd to 24th in Venezuela, which attracted 55 participants. About half of those traveling to Signum are the asset managers and hedge funds. Myers said that many of which are gonna which own or have recently bought debt issued by Venezuelan government to state the oil giant PDVSA, both of which have been in default since 2017. All right, so it's going to happen around that time frame. And then don't forget, we also have Maduro on trial as well at the end of the month. All right, so what else we got here in the chat? Bitcoin Maxi Clown. Infinite Jack. A little bit, just a little bit, man. At least I'm honest. It's the only thing I never lost money on. Boom. For sure. Infinite Jack, who are you calling a clown? Crypto quit. Anyone who's still an XRP. Didn't sell at $3 like we did last year. Had to check out for a couple days. What I missed. How's it going, Crypto Quint? How's it going, my friends? How you going? Andy also here for generational wealth. Yes. Soon, family. Soon. Soon we'll be there. Soon.
When will then be now? Soon.
Just not quite yet. John Doe, Clown Coin. Clown Coin. How do you guys, fellow D-Gens? How you doing this morning? Jake the Snake also here this morning. What's up, Jake? How you doing? Good morning, Jake. Welcome, the King of Ohio.
Oh, hail the King of Ohio, Jake the Snake.
Yeah, still nowhere near your target, my guy. I'm hoping for you. I'm trying to get it there for you. Just can't quite get the 50K. Just can't quite get there. But of course, you guys just joining us. Too much winning. Tired of winning. Of course, last night calling for baseline bear. What do we get right on top of our baseline target?
So much, you may even get tired of winning.
Yeah.
You say, please, too much winning.
Yeah. Too much damn winning, and yeah, even landed right on top of the exact target where we ended up last night. Ridiculous. I really have to offset that for about an hour. I'm about an hour off just because of the freaking time change. And Japan now is only an hour ahead of us, and not inversely, and not behind us, right? Oh my God! Yes. So right now it's about 11 p.m. in Japan, and not. It's technically it's 2 hours ahead of me here in the great state of Illinois. But anyway, so yeah, 69,700 on Bitcoin. Cool. Shilly. Yes, Jake the Snake also reminded me to shill harder. Don't forget to hit the likes and subscribe, guys, and of course join the Patreon. Don't forget to miss out on all of the coins that we're calling over on the Patreon. Yes, it's only $15 a month, guys. Only $15 a month, and yeah, you can also ask any question you want to like-minded individuals who are in it to win it. We have multiple people over there, like myself, that have been over here for multiple cycles. This will be my third cycle, guys. I can't believe I'm saying it's insane. Ridiculous. All right, moving on. Mental health on life support, and we've only had 4 halvings for Bitcoin. 4 out of what, 30, 32, 34, whatever the amount. Yeah, we're gonna have mental health on life support, but I'm still here, staying positive, said Crypto Quint. Yes. What it do? Happy joy and Quint this morning from Jake the Snake, and I believe we are all caught up in the chat. Looks like Brandon's been buying BitTensor Tau. Yes, Tau, like a madman. Not too bad. That's a nice project there as well. All right. So a little bit of showing some weakness. We are wicking on that like ever so much though. Ever so much. Crazy. We still got some legs there. Let's take a look at the order books just quickly before we move back into some more Doomberg. I do want some more Doom, man. I do want some more Doom. All right. So yeah, we're holding that area pretty steady. We did lose we kind of blew through it. They're already repositioning too. They're not even trying to keep 69.6 anymore. If we do lose this, which we're still legs to go back up, we do have enough to get us back to 70K, just maybe for one more try. If we can push through that, yeah, we're going to go back up to hopefully 70,500. But as of right now, yeah, support's looking at about 69.5, trying to build and keep that 69.6. Already lost a little bit earlier, just now. All right, let's get back over to Doomberg. Okay. Looks like they're on break. I think that's one of their promos. Going back to CNBC. And they're talking about home sales. Yes, more Doom. Let's go.
Oil prices should be relief for those worried about the high gas prices. Beyond the high gas prices, and there's been a lot of sort of hand-wringing about that right now, there is one piece of good news about the consumer that's kind of in the background here that should be really helpful at a time of higher oil prices and higher gas prices, and that's the tax refunds. So Bank of America started tracking tax refunds, and you can see the yellow line, which is 2026, of where we're tracking so far this year, and it's above a lot of the recent years. Total amount refunded now through March 6th, up 9% year over year, and that's an acceleration. It was 7% last year.
That's not going to help home
the
buyers.
Average refund now, total amount, is up 11%. If historical patterns hold, they say tax refunds will likely remain elevated for the next few weeks through tax filing date, which is April 15th, of course. So that is some extra sort of money in consumers' wallets.
For them to get through another month or two. That's it.
It's a little confusing because the number of refunds outright is lagging 2025. So whoever's getting them is getting a nice one, but at this point,
the average size is up a fair bit. Yeah. There's no doubt about it. I think the real question is, that's been telegraphed for such a long time. I feel like that money has been sort of promised to all these different corners of the market. There was a decline in the savings rate. There might be some pull forward, going to have an offset with energy prices. I don't think there's much of a doubt that, we came into this period period with some tailwinds for the consumer. The question is the market willing to kind of rely on that and extrapolate out from that?
All right. Yeah. All right, let's get back to some more crypto news and then do some doom scrolling. Let's take a look at that Bitcoin.com news. Anything here that's not a day or two old? I'm so disappointed with this place. Nope. Damn it. Bitcoin defies market rout. Price rebounds to 69K. Yeah, it's so old, man. They're so lost. I'm done. This used to be a great source of news. Now it's just, it's a shell of its former self. I'm over it. I'm not even going to go there anymore. Terrible. So disappointed. Looking at cryptonews.com. Sharply Gaming stock reports $734 million loss tied to Ethereum holdings. Damn. Almost $1 billion loss there for Sharply Gaming. Ethereum price defends $2,000 support as RSI hits near oversold levels. Yes. Bitcoin right now still under the, just a little bit above at the 2,000. Weekly over RSI, the 200 weekly S&P moving average. Let's see what else we have here. Elon Grok AI predicts price move of XRP. Of course, some more of these nonsense articles of AI predicting prices of crypto. Bitcoin decouples from a sinking FTSE 100. This is nonsense. This is all nonsense. All right. And a lot of this is even a day old too. Man, crypto news. Yeah, the crypto.com news is also slacking too. A day old on most of these headlines. Terrible. Let's go back to Cointelegraph. Tokenized stocks surpass 1 billion as Ondo X stocks dominate the sector. This showed you Ondo is oversold right now on the 3-month. One of the biggest ones oversold on the 3-month. Banks will run real world assets on 2 blockchain rails, says Redstone co-founder. We can take a look at that. All right. Institutional. I think we already read this one, actually. Damn it. We read this one yesterday. Come on. Can we just get anything new? What the hell?
What are you, stupid?
We did just read that yesterday. Let's see. Was Ethereum ultrasound money or a mistake? Ethereum down 65% versus Bitcoin since the pivot. Yikes. That's a crazy quick analysis. Babylon Ledger tie-up expands access to Bitcoin vaults as collateral use. Strategy records biggest stretch issuance day with estimated 1,420 Bitcoin buy. I guess we'll take a look at that because I'm not sure what they're referring to there. Strategy sold a record amount of stretch, estimated to fund a 1,420 Bitcoin purchase in a single day. Okay, so that's the amount they sold in order to purchase this estimated amount that they had only in one single day of stretch offerings. That's crazy. So yeah, they're going to be coming back full force next week, probably with another large buy-in. And anything, of course, they are getting very FOMOing in right now. Bitcoin's quantum upgrade path, what BIP 360 changes and what it does not. We're still talking about the devs changing, of course, possibly. They put a delay on that, though. They put a delay on that for, I think, another month or 3 months. I think it was 3 months. Last time we looked at that. South Korea sells 21.5 million in recovered Bitcoin after custody breach. What? All these people so stupid. What are you doing? Authorities sold the recovered Bitcoin in small batches over 11 days to avoid disrupting the market, according to local media reports. Well, at least I guess they did it in a fair way, I guess. South Korean prosecutors sold over 320 Bitcoin recovered after a phishing incident temporarily removed the crypto from government custody. The Gwangju district prosecutor's office says it had sold 320 Bitcoin at the market prices that transferred 31.5 billion Korean won, about 21.5 million. All right. I'm curious to see how much they're even holding, if any. Do they even have a Bitcoin strategy? Let's take a look. Are they going to stay poor like Germany? God. Let's take a look at where South Korea is on the market. It's on these accumulations. Can I not go up? Okay. Always got to fight with this damn website. There's Tether Holdings. There's institutions, companies. Where are the damn countries at? Where the hell are they? They're usually right here on the bottom. Here they are. Yeah, right there on the bottom. I don't think I see Korea anyway. God, this website's just shit. Oh my God. What a nightmare. Every time I come here. Bitcoin treasuries. Yeah, you cannot even scroll down. That's cool. Yeah, and just get in my face with an ad. That's fun too. United Kingdom, Ukraine. My God, this site is shite. Shite. Okay. And you can't read the ones that are in the tiny fine print either. There we go. Venezuela, Taiwan, North Korea, but no South Korea here. All right, I'm just gonna say they don't have any. Fuck it. I'm still fighting with this game website. Moving on. Let's go back to Cointelegraph one more time. Anything else here? Anything else relevant? Breaking? Not really. 9 hours ago. We're gonna get into some doom scrolling here in a second. Because yeah, there's nothing else really happening that's breaking and super interesting. Let's take a look one more time through TradFi, catch up with you guys in the chat, and then we'll jump into some doom scrolling. It's 10:10 right now, 10:10. And of course the Tuesday Bitcoin testing 69.5 right now. We did lose the 69.6, 69.8K area. So we're going to come back down and possibly retest down to more than likely 69.8, or 68.8 if we do, of course, lose 69 flat. All right. Let's get back over to Doomberg. What do we got here? Looks like market CEOs speak at the FIA conference. And Boca Raton. Boca freaking Raton, man. Land of the giant skinks.
To participate in
That's
this,
what I remember from
even
Boca Raton.
in our business, like in the Baltic Exchange, the sea level and the weather will determine whether the ship will sail, and that will determine what index level does it come out. Is that an event? Clearly it is. Is it...
All right, let's take a look and see what's else going on CNBC. Treasury stocks turn lower. Dow coming off a 1,100 point reversal to close higher. Crude Dow down to $88. That's about all we got over here. How you guys doing in the chat? Jake, yeah, and Nab's also here. How's it going, Nabs? Jake, I'm too tired to trade again. At work, then school, then back to work. My degeneracy must wait. Well, it's fine, man. You got some time. Right now, we're just looking at a lot more open positions to get into than there are exits right now. So you're at a good spot right now, Nebs. Don't worry. Hopefully they'll wait for you though. I don't know. You can never, you never tell the market's going to give you some time. A guy says, good morning, everyone. How's it going? Good morning, A guy. Good morning. IDK. I don't even know anymore. Says D, not you. Yeah, it looks like most of you guys still feeling bearish. Almost the same exact outcome I had from the poll last night on my Patreon. Looks like bullish right now. It's only 21% of you guys. Bearish, 43, and 36% are, I don't know, man. Somewhere in the middle. Squeamish, 36%. Taking the stake, also saying, Nebs, my alarm clock didn't go off. Almost 40% of my options in profit this morning. Damn. That sucks, man. That sucks. I could have made 100%. 100%, says Jake. I feel for you, man. 69.5 holding so far. If we lose this area, again, we're going to be coming back down and retesting 69 flat and or 69.3 or 68.3, 68.5 on Bitcoin. Probably 68.6 or 8. It's always 8, 6s, and 3s this year. All right, let's get back over to some more doom scrolling. We haven't done doom scrolling yet today. How you guys doing? Let's see what else. Of course, Strategy talking about how much they are making off their stretch product and of how much Bitcoin they're alluring to buying in the near future. That's the number one thing popping off on my doom scrolling over here on crypto Twitter. Tim Draper says quantum will hack the banks long before it touches Bitcoin. Yeah, that's the overall general consensus. You only need a four-digit PIN or like a 12-character password. Yeah, get into a lot of these accounts. Elon Musk says great. President Trump said he will won't sign other bills until the Save America Act has passed. Great jobs by hardworking Scott Pressler on the Fox and Friends taking are talking about using the filibuster or talking filibuster in order to pass the Save America Act, an 88% issue with all voters. It must be done immediately, just like the Clarity Act. It must be done. It must be done. It supersedes everything else. Must go in the front of the line. As I am the president, I will not sign other bills until this is passed. Not even the Clarity Act. Damn it. That sucks.
Stupid.
And not the watered down version. Go for the gold. Must show voter ID and proof of work. Proof of citizenship. No mail in ballots except for military illness, disability, travel, no man in women's sports, etc., etc. You guys know the drill. Multization. Okay, for children, no transgender. Okay, I see where they're going. Do not fail. No failing, guys. No failing. Breaking as of 2 hours ago from Coin Bureau, Vladimir Putin says Russia may stop supplying gas to Europe right now. Russia holds the largest natural gas reserves in the world and remains the second largest oil exporter globally. This means Europe could face another energy shock. Yes, sir. Bitcoin therapist says, tell them the war will last 4 days. Now tell them 5 weeks. Good. Now say it'll last until September. Great. Now say it's very complete. Now tell them it's also just the beginning. We had a little bit of that rhetoric last night. Jake the Snake sent me a video where Donald Trump was like being asked, you say that the war is only gonna last 4 weeks. Pighead says it's gonna last. It's almost over. Which one is it? He's like, can it be both? Like, what? Maybe it's both. Like, what the hell? Exactly. Ask AI what's happening in the Middle East right now. Like, what the hell? There you go. Jesus. Oh man. Yep. Treasury's $15 billion buyback shockwave, crypto impact imminent, ? Coming from Crypto.rs. I'm Otaku, you're Otaku, we're all Otaku over here. Crypto George, I'm George, the whole thing. The U.S. Treasury just unleashed a historic $15 billion buyback debt repurchase, towering over the last few weeks. $4.5 billion move. Significant liquidity injection signals potential relief for the bond markets, which could redirect the capital towards risk assets like Ethereum and Solana. The crypto market is still underestimating this catalyst. Yeah, and they've been adjusting their balance sheet now for 3 months. 4 months? I think it's been 4 months. Starting in December of last year. This will be the 4th month. Estimated somewhere between $40 and $60 billion spent each month to facilitate, of course, the quantitative easing. White House says the regime will learn soon no one should challenge the strength of the might of the United States Armed Forces. Yeah.
Something unbreakable.
More propaganda there for you. $11 trillion. BlackRock just released a video explaining Bitcoin. It's wild. Look at that. That's pretty cool. 3-minute video just to quickly going through the last 15 years of Bitcoin and the evolution of money from BlackRock directly to their clients. I just want to kind of scroll through this, see what other. They're talking about price of everything, inflation. They're talking about coffee. There we go. Yeah, that's a good one to use.
And uniqueness relative to.
Just hitting the basics on Bitcoin there. 3-minute video. Tukey says the CEO of Coinbase just said that something nobody's taking seriously enough. AI agents will outnumber the humans in transactions soon. Of course, we've been talking about that all week now. Actually, coming off of last week, comments from Brian Armstrong. What else we got? The market zen. Yeah. It's yin and yang. It's exactly what I call it, guys. Yeah, we can see these reversals almost. I'll call them, of course, the yin yang moves. Yin yang trade. China scraps tariffs on Africa. Right now, we're actually getting a little bit of a yin yang in America. Look at this pullback right now from the foreign market, pumping our bags a little bit. Usually, it was, of course, what I call the yin yang trade. The yin yang trade on right now, going on. Yes, sir. All right. Anything else? China scraps tariffs on Africa. 0 tariffs on 53 African countries starting May 1st, 2026. Damn. Elon. Okay. New York is cooked. Wow. Elon's actually sharing PSYOP anime. Oh, wow. I am impressed. Damn, Elon. Damn. Crazy. Oh man. Justin, President Trump says that Iran has had far more missiles than anyone thought. More. Yeah, and this morning too, I remember seeing a headline actually on Fox Business about another area I wasn't familiar with. That apparently they're I guess they're gonna start raiding missiles from an island. Yeah, this thing here. You guys hear about this? I haven't heard about it. This is kind of new for me. Trump administration weighing seizing
U.S. Army Brigadier General
Iran's nuclear stockpile on Karg Island. Retired Army Brigadier General Mark Kimmett discusses the impact of the Middle East conflict on the markets after President Donald Trump said that the war is very complete. Very, very complete. All right. And that's the first time we heard about the missiles being stored in Karg Island and nuclear stockpile. I thought we did all that already. Yeah. I don't know, guys. The narratives keep changing. I don't believe anything anymore. All right. So CNBC right now is talking about software rebound losing some steam. Looks like crypto could be affected by that as well.
Consume their own internal cloud. So that's kind of a hamster wheel that just keeps them running in place, while Google and Amazon can crush numbers in the cloud. Because they're adding capacity and they don't have that problem.
What do we make of this report of NVIDIA's new effort with this open source platform that allows enterprise software companies to use or deploy AI agents? Is this kind of, helping them find the way, or is it some kind of cover for NVIDIA?
I think that it's a big moment. I don't know if that was officially released by NVIDIA.
No, I don't think so. It's a report.
Some guy. It looked really good, though. Gosh. I want the software developer. It fooled me.
All right. I'm not getting nothing out of this. All right. Continuing back to Doomberg real quick and then get back to the chat. It might be it, guys. It might be it for the day. They're still at the FIA.
In that moment of any sort of instrument, I think the key is, from a regulatory perspective, to define financial instrument, and so to understand what's subject to federal law versus something else. And but in any event, the data that underpins what is ultimately driving trades across the prediction markets, particularly when it comes to economic signals, when it comes to drivers of underlying equity performance, those things are relevant for people to understand as they're making financial decisions and potentially investing across the securities that they might invest in. So we do see that as a relevant part of the data stream that we should be able to provide, and we would partner with firms like Kalshi and others to make it so that's available.
All right. At some point, they should probably get into crypto. I mean, being a financial institution. All right. Let's see what else we have here in the chat. Toothless behavior says scrub. Toothless behavior. Calling out the king for missing those trades. Jacob 6 says, hey, $100 is $100. You guys are nuts. All right. So yeah, kind of a slow morning, guys. Kind of a slow morning. 69,700. At least attempting to keep 69.6, 69.3, bouncing right off 69.3. It looks so far. Always the threes, guys. 3 6s and 8s. 3 6s and 8s right now in the markets. How's the rest of the market doing? How's gold and silver doing before we head out? It's about that time. $88 recovering on silver, still up here, trading between $86 and $90 on silver. We've seen a little bit of a blast off last night. And gold sitting above 5,000. Wow, it actually broke out. Broke out too. Still sitting above it. Yes, it looks like a bull flag too on the 1 hour. Not quite. Shorter time frames so far on gold. All right. Bitcoin still trying to reclaim 70K, back up to 69.8, retesting right now. 69.8. All right. Anything else happening with all the other coins? Any other coins breaking out? Anything fun and exciting? Are we making any money this morning? Oh my God. Let's take a look at the top 100, top 200. Sirens the most up right now on the monthly. Let's get back to the daily. Pippin, stable, it's the same stuff. Sheeb up 5%. What the hell? Let's take a look at the top 200. Kaya, Akash, BSV still the top mover in the top 200. Bitcoin Satoshi Vision getting some steam this morning. Top 300. Flow. OPN, that's another one of our we talk about that over on the other side with Robo. We just got out of Robo last week on a big move to the upside on our Patreon. Let's take a look. Top 400 now. FAI coming back down 23% from a 500% breakout. One of our Patreon members mentioned that one before it broke out last week. What's going on? The 4, 5, 5, 6, or the 500, top 500. I don't know any of these coins. The Book of Meme is still there. Wow, Book of Meme still a thing. Naoris up 30% on Naoris on the top 500. 600 Aria. We haven't talked about Aria in a long ass time. Bass, APR, Flux. Holy crap, Flux! I remember that thing. That was a long time ago. Flux. How about the top 600? Nothing really like breaking out or just wreaking havoc in the market. Producing ridiculous gains today. Top 700 still kind of 15%, 10% here or there. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. We have to get into not even the top 1,000. Of course, Bitcoin bubble or crypto bubbles only go to the top 1,000. All right, guys, I think that's it. I think that's all I got. I'm exhausting the news. They're stuck over here in the FIA Global Conference today. On Doomberg, and CNBC is on break. Looking at puppies in the commercials. All right, Bitcoin's still trying to get back to 70K. The likelihood of that happening this afternoon. Let's take a look real quick. Yeah, we still got legs. We still got there's still some time. Of course, we can get into intraday trading. Happens in about 2 hours. Between 12 and 2, we're probably going to see maybe at least a retest to 70, 71K if we do get some steam going. But the market's kind of crazy right now. It is Tuesday, the first real trading session without the overhang of False Move Monday. But yeah, so far so good. So far so good. If we look at the meat of this move, we still didn't get high enough to really break out from last week's price action. I think it was on Thursday, right? Thursday. Before Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday. So if we get just a little bit higher to test a breakout, we really need to get back above 73.5, 74K. But as of right now, not too bad. We did get as high as Thursday's fall off, right? Thursday's fall off could produce a little bit of a cup and handle here, but I really want to see something a little bit higher. 75K is going to be a beast to get through, and we need a really good pattern to break out of there. All right, so that's all I got for you guys. Great stream, Taco Man Supreme says Scrub. Thank you so much, Scrub. When are we going to do our gaming session, man? Gotta go play a game or two with Scrub. Yes. Don't forget, $100 is $100, says Jake the Snake. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, guys. So that's all I got for you today. I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe before on your way out. All the buttons, guys, of course, help me as much as you possibly can without giving me a dime. Thank you so much for coming out, and I will see you again tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, as always. Stay safe out there, guys. Don't do anything stupid.
What are you, stupid?
Don't do anything stupid.
Fly me to the moon, let me trade among the stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my key. Oh! In other words, let's make history.
And also, don't forget to take your orange pills. My God, what are you guys doing today? What are you guys doing today? You guys buy any at 60K? Did you buy any at 65? Did you buy any like at how about 63? Are you buying any now? Don't forget to get a piece of the pie, guys, before it's all gone. Of course, one pill a day keeps Yeah, the FOMO away. I'll catch you guys later. Have a great night. I'll see you again soon. So soon. Yeah, we'll be gone. We'll be back. It's not gonna be that long, guys, I promise. It's only like 10 hours from now. All right, guys, later.